My ducks, it's Simon here. So as promised from yesterday, I'm here to do a kind of a walkthrough first impressions of the Winter Weight revised edition, but also as a comparison side by side with the original Winter Weight, which I've had over a year. I used it all through last winter and Christmas in particular, and it is a very Christmassy deck. So I sent the Winter Weight along with the Groovy Weight, which I did yesterday. Just to say as well, since doing the walkthrough and first impressions of the Groovy Weight, which I absolutely love, by the way. In fact, let me just show you as well, because I have edged it last night. So it has these beautiful purple and pink backs, and I've also edged it in purple and pink as well. So it just really sets it off with these glorious, vibrant colours. This is fast becoming a favourite deck. I absolutely love it. So, so yeah, because I did that, excuse me, that walkthrough yesterday, I've had people in the Facebook group, the Hermit's Cave Facebook group, ask if I'll do a side-by-side with the tripping weight, the Groovy Weight and the tripping weight. So if I have time later today, I will do it. If not, it will be in the week. So I'll try and make time for that as well. So let's have a look at the Winter Weight. So the original here on the right hand side and the revised edition 2019 edition on the left. So the differences on the boxes, we've got the Magician appearing on the back here, and this one has text which says, "Winter has come to the world of Waite-Smith. Every character is enjoying the snow and joining in the celebration of the season. We hope this deck will bring a little joy to your festive readings." And it really does. It really does. Like I say, I've used it last year. I also used it during the Christmas Cup of Catch Up in Cards I did with my friend Jennifer Ball. This 2019 revised edition with updated images has all the Christmas cheer and charm of our original version. This deck was printed in China by the wonderful Shenzhen Yehong Colour Printing Company. And as I mentioned yesterday, do check out Tarot Collectibles. They've got some fantastic decks on their website. It's tarotcollectibles.com, but also you can follow them at Tarot Collectibles on both Instagram and Facebook. So let's dive in. I put these back in order last night. So this is the original, and we're going to be having a look at, I've not even got into this deck yet, so I have to break it in by popping open top. I'm so excited. So there's already a thickness difference. So we have an additional Happy Holidays card here on the original. So I'll move that aside. But this deck is a little bit thicker, so it's better card stock quality. You can get quite a few cards over the top. So what's that? The 9th card. So about 8 cards difference in thickness. One of the things that has changed is the fact that we have titles on here, and although this isn't Pix's calligraphy, it's very much in keeping with it. It's very close typeface to Pix's calligraphy, and I like that because it is a nod to the original. With the original Winter Weight that I have, there are no numbers or titles. They are just the images, where here now we have the 0, the 1, etc., and the title across the bottom. And you know, I'm indifferent about that because I've worked with the Rider-Waite-Smith system for years. I'm very familiar with the Rider-Waite-Smith Rider-Waite-Smith system more so than Marseille or Thoth, then I can instantly recognize every image anyway, even if there is a variation. I did struggle in the original when it came to the Justice card, because the Justice card threw me a bit, because it was like a Hierophant card, and I was like, oh, is this because Tarot Collectibles do put in sometimes additional cards so you can mix them up, but it's the naughty and nice list, you know, making that judgment. But it took me a while, a second or two, because if you look at the Hierophant card, you know, in terms of their attire, it's very, very similar. So, yeah, and I think the only other big difference here was the Chariot. Yeah, the Chariot just seemed very, very different to a Rider-Waite-Smith card. I don't know what they've done with the Chariot or the Justice card in this deck, because as I say, this is a first impressions video. Okay, so here we have our Fool. Oh, well, firstly, let's have a look at the backs as well. Oh, nice. That was a nice surprise, because it's very in keeping. The pattern is a little larger, but it has that same style, so they're quite nice as a set. I love it. I actually love both of these versions. I love this because this reminded me of kind of like Christmas wrapping paper or something, but yeah, both really nice. Cardstock has improved, as you could see by the side, but I mean, this is good cardstock. It's very durable, very flexible, but this is a little bit thicker. So I'd imagine this is around 350 GSM. So as I said, here we have a Fool, and I love this background. Yeah, it's really, really beautiful. So we've got some slight colour variations. We've got more of an image here. This seems to be a little bit more zoomed in, so you can see more of the cliff here and the snowy capped mountains below. But it's lovely, and I like to think with it being a Winterweight is holding a sprig of mistletoe there. So we still keep our female magician, which I'm pleased about. I might actually zoom in so you can get a bit of a better look. How's that looking? That's looking okay. I do want to make sure we don't have a glare from the lamp as well. Let's just move these to one side. So yeah, we still have our, well, I'm assuming a female. Just because somebody has long hair doesn't automatically make them female, of course. But I don't know, I just get that energy from it. But yeah, other than colour changes and the rope tied around the middle rather than a sash, it's pretty similar. Our High Priestess. I do like having the titles and the number. Now I've got them, and when I saw this last year, it didn't bother me at all. I've got quite a few RWS decks where they don't have titles on. You know, some by like Real, for instance, Tarot by 7. But yeah, I really like it. I'm glad we've still got our two bunnies. So I think the original is lighter, paler in colour, where this one just seems a little bit more stronger, more vibrant, deeper in colour. So we have a complete change to the colour background here. We still have Father Christmas as our Emperor with his Santa hat and suit. But yeah, the only things that have really changed is the colour of the throne, all green now rather than golden green, and we have a pink background in the original and blue snowy background in the revised. Very little change here for our Hierophant. Less image here, but that's probably because of the title. Here we have our Lovers. And as I said when I did a walkthrough of the original, you know, they're not naked, but it's winter. they're outdoors in the snow. You probably wouldn't expect them to be. So nice colour changes. Okay, so we've gone to a more traditional chariot now, and to be fair, I think I prefer that, with it being a Rider-Waite clone, if you like. This was lovely, but it wasn't really in keeping with the deck, whereas having these two, well, they're reindeers, aren't they now, and it's like a Santa's sleigh really for a chariot. I think that's more apt. I really like it. Here we have our strength card, which is just beautiful, both versions. I like the sky in the revised. Our hermit. I think I prefer the original in terms of the sky. That sky, the pinks and the purples and the blues together is really quite striking. This is nice. I do like this. And I think I'm getting a sense really in this one, we've got more realistic backgrounds in terms of skies, you know, blues. But yeah, I do like that one. I like them both. But I've got both, so I don't have to choose. Okay, so complete different colour variations here, but the images all remain exactly the same. I learnt something today as I was reading my Ultimate Guide to the Rider-Waite Smith. I knew that the letters were Tarot and Torah, but I didn't also realise that they were Rota, representing the wheel, and Ator, which means to pray. So there is 4 kind of anagrams within that wheel: Torah, Tarot, Ator and Rota. So, you know, we're always learning. We're always learning new things. So we still have the Justice card for the naughty and nice list, and I'm pleased that we kept that, because I'd got used to that now. And with it being a Christmassy, winter, seasonal deck, then it fits. I think it's without having the title on the original, it just kind of threw me a bit. But now we have that, the number and the title. Not a lot of changes really, other than the clothing colours. Swap the green and the reds around. So both nice Hanged Man cards. And no change, I don't think, to the death, other than the number and the title. These, the revised edition, are a little bit more glossy as well. Because they're thicker, they have more of a gloss on them. These are kind of silky and they have a sheen. They're not matte, but they're less glossy. Oh, I do like that. Both Temperance cards are lovely. I like the subtle greens and the sunset or sunrise that's happening in the scene, but this just looks more striking. I like the snowflake pattern as well on her hooded shawl. Here we have our devil. 2 little children. They're not chained in either card. That's interesting. I don't know if I noticed that last time. He's actually holding the shackles there. But yeah, I like both versions. Our tower is very, very similar. We have the star, which is beautiful. I mean, we have the addition of the trees here, both the silhouetted trees in the distance and the ones in the foreground, whereas the land is more barren in the original. Here we have our moon. Slight colour changes, the depth of colour more evident in the revised. Happy New Year for the sun. Like that. Oh, our horse has gone blue. And we have the turquoise background behind the sun here, pink in the original. We've got our horse of many colours. Judgment. Oh, so they've gone for the holly and the ivy emblem on the flag that's attached to the trumpet. I know it's not a trumpet, but you know what I mean. I'm not sure what instrument it is actually. But you hear of angels trumpeting, so I'm going with trumpet. But instead of having the red cross on the white background, we've got the holly and the berry. And happy holidays for the world with that beautiful wreath. Same colours, nothing's changed really there other than the titles. Okay, now I didn't know obviously what order we were going to go in, so we've got pentacles, cups, swords and wands. Pentacles, cups, swords and wands. Okay, we're there. So I'll go through the minors a little bit quicker because you can see the difference anyway for yourselves in this. We now have an addition of these two. They actually look like cats. Two cats at play, whereas we just have the empty kind of landscape here. Yeah, so we have gone for more natural kind of skies with blues and greens. Both lovely. Don't see any changes with the three. I suppose if you are learning tarot and you want a different type of RWS deck, having the Roman numerals at the top is helpful for you to learn, rather than have to count how many pentacles, swords, wands, etc. So again, a bit like in the groovy way, we've got this kind of wind blowing around them, which we don't have here, to, you know, really kind of emphasize that struggle. I like that. This is a lot more Christmassy. I mean, yeah, this is great as a winter deck, but having the little Santa hat and almost like an elf's outfit, it's really nice. I love the robin, the addition of the robin. And a little elf chipping away. The pentacles are more defined as well. We have a change of lady in this deck. In this card, I should say. We have our little snail. This has more prominent buildings. Both really, really nice. Just some slight colour changes here. And we have our court, so we have the page. I like this swirling motion. The knight. We have our turkeys. Yeah, there's more of a richness, I think, in the revised. They've done a really, really good job. Now this must have been an additional card there in the original Winter Weight. Unless I'm missing it from Pentacles, we will have a look when we get there. Okay, so we have our Ace, very different. So we've got two completely different Ace of Pentacles here. We have the candy cane, more Christmassy feel, as they promised on the back of the box. Oh, wow. I love both. I did love this beautiful pink background here for the Two of Cups, but I like the blue. And again, I think what they've done is to go more real with their colouring. More snow, more Christmas, and what we might be used to. So they've got these Christmas outfits rather than more traditional tunics and things here. They're both lovely. Now 3, 4. We've got this little squirrel gnawing away on his nuts, which isn't in the original. We do have the one running up the tree in both. It's nice having this little fella here, also minding his own kind of business. So less of a shadowy figure. And the shadowy figure is more in keeping with Pixie's artwork, but beautiful. I love this card in the deck. And you know, they have kept, I think they realise how striking this image is. We've got the more depth of colour now. No change to our 9 of Cups. The only change here that I can see is the headwear on the centre figure, and they change the colour of the cups. And again, you've got the darker coloration. Our page. The Knight. Oops. Queen. Okay, now we have our swords. Both beautiful. The only real change here is some of the colours, and particularly the cloudiness of the hand goes from purple to red in the new edition. Just a change to the hair really in this one. A lot of people as well, particularly it comes around each December, will say, you know, oh, I wish there was a really good Christmas tarot. And, you know, something doesn't have to be called the Christmas tarot. There is a Christmas tarot. It's a majors only deck. There could be others now, but I just didn't gel with it at all. But this, you know, is a brilliant, because I'm an RWS lover, to have a variation of the RWS that you can pull out around the holidays is just wonderful. And I like the fact that, you know, sometimes it is just a pure change of colours. And then sometimes there are very little changes at all, because if you've got something and you've created something and you're happy with it, you know, why change it just for the sake of changing it? Oh, so we have this wolf that's joined the page of swords here. Here's our knight. The queen. We've changed the cherub with the holly. And our king. And then we have our wands suit. We've gone to a very icy cold blue here, from a more natural skin tone and wood. I do like this kind of movement though in the sky in the original. Here we have somebody holding a gift rather than the world, and in the Groovy Weight the world was a love heart, which I really loved. More of a snowy scene happening in the 5. Oh, look at the swirling patterns here. That's wonderful. Wow. Both are beautiful, but you know me and purple. Really lovely. I like the fact that we've got some green land as well, and then snow on the higher ground. But they just look really gorgeous against that deep purple background. Keeping with the purple theme. We have our page. The knight. Queen. And king. Looks like we're going to have some extras. Okay, so the one I wasn't sure of has been put in again for an extra card. And there's another. Oh, they've put the original Chariot in. That's really cool. That's really thoughtful of them, you know, to change the Chariot to a more traditional RWS type Chariot card. But for those who really liked it in the original and might be sad to see it go, it's been included as an additional card. And that's what I love about tarot collectibles. You know, in yesterday's video, the Groovy Tarot, there was the bear. I've forgotten the name now. Let me have a quick look. And somebody said to me, this is it, Smokey. Someone said to me that it's a well-known character in the States, North America, and Canada. I wasn't aware of it, and I hadn't noticed that there's a 4 there, so it's an additional Emperor card, which is wonderful. So I like the fact that they, over at Tarot Collectibles, are trying to appeal to different people, and give you lots of alternatives. So yeah, I really appreciate that as a touch. So I hope you found it useful to have the side-by-side comparison. Do check out tarotcollectibles.com for the decks. It's a hard one. I mean, the card quality is superior, more superior with the winter weight. Let me zoom back out again. With the winter weight, it's wonderful. I love that they kept the same style of pattern for the backs. Some of the colours are much richer and deeper in the revised. Some, you know, there's where they didn't need to alter them, they haven't, which is great also. And it's just a beautiful, all-round, lovely, Christmassy, winter, Yule version of the RWS. So it's a firm favourite of mine to use at this time of year. So I hope you found it useful. Let me know your thoughts. Do you have this deck? Did you have the original? Are you tempted to upgrade to the revised edition, or do you feel you've got just enough with the original edition? Let me know your thoughts. Thank you for watching. As I said, I will, if time permits, be back later and I'll do a side-by-side with the groovy weight and the trip-in weight. Until then, guys, go in peace. Namaste and blessed be.